Welcome to another edition of the Madness Basketball Podcast. Myself, TP. Lord Jamal is on the way. I'm not sure about Doc Holliday, but let's get into it. So first reported by Off Script, and speaking with some sources that I know, it's being reported that Charlie Ward has been offered the head men's basketball coach, replacing Patrick Query at Florida A&M. Again, because my source said not yet, I'm going to say offered. I don't know if he has accepted it, but we do know that it was offered. So I trust my source. My source says not yet. So I pushed out a tweet and then I took it down after I heard not yet. So not yet doesn't mean it's not happening. Just not yet.
He coming.
Yeah, he
Hey, homegrown talent from right down the way, went to school at Florida State. You know, somebody that's from the area, loves the people, has been an ambassador for that area of the world. Who better? And once it is confirmed, that'll be a great day, and usher in a new future for Florida A&M basketball. Like, that's the most important thing. Can we get them to a SWAC championship game? They fell a little short last year. A little short. Can he be the driving force that gets them where they need to be?
And again, like I tell everybody, like it apparently it looks like it's going to be a 5-year deal starting in the 170 range. I believe in the final year, that in the 5th year, it puts him at 200,000 plus range. So the structure of the deal seems to be a good deal to allow him to not only, and again, we're in a transfer portal era. It may be easy to assemble teams now, so it allows him to build momentum over 5 years, so he can build a program. And I think this past year, FAMU being a basketball school, it proved to be a basketball school this year. Like, we got excited about basketball. So the sleeping giant is awake, and now you have a name. And I looked at it. I wasn't sure like how it all fit, right? Because I looked at it, I was like, okay, well, how does this work? Because rumored his name was a part of the Florida State coaching search, him and Sam Cassell. There were concerns that he wasn't ready because he was at a high school, and Sam Cassell was at the Boston Celtics. We start hearing stuff about, well, Florida State didn't hire Sam Cassell because of salary and whatever. Don't know. But a coach that went to a high school basketball championship in the state of Florida, and won a state basketball championship 3 years ago, has a pretty impressive high school record. I can see where the hire makes sense. You have a local, if you will, celebrity. I hate using celebrity, but it is what it is. Like a local celebrity. He's still Charlie Ward as your basketball coach. So you have name recognition. You have a draw to the arena for local fans. That draw is not only just people who look like me at Florida A&M. There will be interested parties. Let's call it spade a spade. Like, there will be white people that want to come see Charlie Ward because he's Charlie Ward. So it's a lot of factors into this hire. Again, it's not official yet. It's being reported, but it's not official yet. So again, let's see what happens. I want to get excited, but I want to see what happens. Marlo is calling into the show. What's going on, Marlo? You coming to the show tonight?
No game.
Okay. All right.
my phone. I might be able to get Rashid or here while I'm out there.
Okay. All right. That being said, and we got some other big news. This podcast news. First off, before we make that announcement, shout out to Dennis Driscoll, SID. He has a longer title, but that's way too long for us in the short amount of time. SID for Florida A&M just got the job. Already has gotten us an interview with Coach Bill. So, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and run a clip real quick. So I'm gonna get into some SWAC baseball standing news. Right now, the current standings in SWAC baseball: Florida A&M.
Wow.
We'll get to why he feel like that in a minute.
That's so aggressive.
Are we ever gonna get Coach Bill on this show? That's all I got. That's
We're gonna get to that right after this. So Coach Bill is coming to the Thursday show, 8:00 Thursday night, Gathering Old Men podcast. Again, shout out to Dennis Driscoll, FAMU SID. Has a lot going on and has taken the time out of his day to make sure that we got our interview. So thank you for that. So we will see Coach Dimples on Thursday.
This guy.
Dude, listen, first off, let's just don't act like that nickname ain't from out of nowhere. The first picture they posted is her smiling with a big old dimple. Don't do that. That's where the nickname came from.
But I don't think nobody else called it that.
I give original nicknames. I'm the original nickname giver. I give original nicknames.
Like your nickname.
We're not gonna do that. If we start pulling out nicknames, pulling out all the nicknames. So let's just back away from this conversation slowly. Back away from this conversation slowly. Anyway,
oh shoot!
So a lot has been going on, and it's been a lot been said. And I know this is a basketball podcast, and we usually hit a lot of heavy basketball topics. However, there's a topic in football, college football, that cannot be ignored. And everybody who is anybody has an opinion on former Tennessee quarterback Nico, and I cannot say his last name, and I'm not going to play with it. Leaving or holding out.
I'm a leaver.
It's
really easy when you think about it.
Wow. Anyway, there's a lot of talk about him holding out.
It's really easy.
I'll let y'all go first on this topic because my experience gives me a very different lens, and it's not always popular. TP, how you feel about this?
How do I feel about him holding out?
Him holding out for $4 million when he was offered 2.7. And
well, this brings up two questions. One, is he worth $4 million to the university? And two, has he outperformed his current contract? Both answers would no. It's really that simple. He has not outperformed his contract, nor is he worth what he was asking. So the university, which is a business, they made the decision to move on. And he's still looking for $4 million from somewhere. And from what I saw, most of the teams that was looking at him have already dropped out because they don't want to pay that and get a mediocre performance. Like, I mean, I get it. He fits the, he
hey, I'm on the bed.
You know what I'm saying? He passes the eye test. 6'6", can move, strong arm, somewhat accurate. But when you watch him play, in key situations, he's made some crazy mistakes. And the question was always, is he good enough to get them to national championship status? And they got their pants pulled down. And I understand that it was a tough game, but at the end of the day, he has not performed better than what they were paying him. So you can't request more money if you're not doing your current job. Some people might disagree. We can agree to disagree. But this is a situation where he's going to go somewhere and he'll probably still make a lot of money, NIL wise. I can see him ending up at UCLA, them having a terrible season, him declaring for the draft and being a 4th-round draft pick. That's what I see.
I got it. So my feelings on it's a little different, right? So first off, a lot of people talking about, oh, he lost. He already came in and got $2 million. That's already done, right? Where everybody gets lost is that he was asking for more. Now, numbers that we ignore, the SEC gets $60 million in media rights. Tennessee also last year increased ticket prices for the very purpose of NIL. So you have an organization that is using the players to raise ticket prices. And if you know Tennessee fans, that stadium be packed. And if you add the dollars up, what he asked for was an additional 2 something, right? What he adds up and what they took in is pennies. But let's forget that, right? Let's forget all that. We also need to understand, right, that this wasn't at the last minute he just decided. He's been asking for this since last year. Hey, I see we're making money. I know we agreed on this, but my NIL contract is a year. These contracts are year to year. There aren't a lot of contracts that's more than 1 year, and the only one we know about is the one from Michigan. Which, remember, that's what sparked all of this. Michigan, not Miami, and I know a lot of people want to put Miami into the mix. Michigan gave a unknown commodity, a 5-star quarterback who never played it down in college football, $2.3 million, something. It was like 25 million, some crazy number. Whatever the number was. 12 million over 4 years, right? So if, again, I'm looking at that, and let's just be honest, there are few stadiums capacity compare head to head. The Big House and Neyland Stadium are 2 of those places. We know they're making millions off of just attendance. We know that. So you comparing apples to apples. Hey, I just want 2.2. Now, we don't know all the ins and outs, but we do know, hey, negotiations went left, and there was a talk about, I'm not doing the playoffs. If that's the case, again, NIL is name, image, and likeness. I don't care who keep hollering about it's pay to play. It is not. It doesn't matter if it's the collective. It does not matter if it's the school. You can't put in the contract, you got to play to get this money. NIL is name, image, and likeness. Revenue share is going to be something different. But name, image, and likeness is not pay to play. Nah. There's no good party in this. Not the Tennessee collective, not the Tennessee coaching staff, and certainly not the parents of the kid. Everybody is bad in this situation. There is no good out of this. But what's worse, we focus on this dude who got $2 million. He got $2 million he ain't had before. So even if he don't sign with another school, he got $2 million to take care of. That is generational wealth. He can take care of his family with if he's responsible with it. What we're not talking about are the bad actors, the NIL collectives. Y'all heard me say on both these podcasts, the NIL collectives can be either good or real, real bad. And I got the worst example from Florida State for everybody. The agents. TP, I didn't know how bad these agents was until this basketball portal. Like, I am glued to the basketball portal, like, news. Like, I've seen every player go in and out the portal, the ones that sign. And every time I see per agent, first thing I do is go look for the agent website, see who's what, right? If I told you there are at least 7 player representatives, and I'm not talking about Clutch Sports because they out there too, who put professional athletes, and I'm not talking about big names. I'm talking about like just in the league type guys. Like if you make it to the league, that's a big deal. But just in the league type guys on their websites, I'm waiting to hear back from those athletes and those athletes representatives if they actually are a part of this agency. Because I've seen some websites, I gotta question it. I got like the name that's attached to the website and the way the website looked. If you've seen my 20 rants about software development and what software looked like, these sites are 15 times worse than that. And all I keep thinking is there's no way this dude got his name attached to this agency. But they're on there. And if you a broke college athlete who don't know no better, it look good. Let me call them up and let them be. Oh, sorry. Let me inbox them because that's what we do now. We inbox and follow on Instagram and whatnot. Let me inbox them and get them to be my representative. And then you got, as Blue on the Blue Bloods podcast say, you got dudes asking for $100,000 of FCS programs when the president of the university don't make $100,000. So that's gonna happen. But yeah, no, it's a big mess all the way around. Like there's no good. And if his daddy is doing what they say he doing, yeah, no, it's worse.
Are we talking about Nico?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, as a Tennessee fan, I stick by the university for not giving in to the demands. And now it looks like he is about to be shit out of luck because a lot of the schools that he's looking at are not trying to pay, they're not trying to pay that type of money. Like,
I got an NIL deal for him. Come to FAMU. Come on to FAMU, and I got $250 bi-weekly, because that's about what he gonna get from Tennessee at this point. You might as well get on the field, shine like a diamond, and go high in the draft.
And do he get free? Do he get free breakfast, lunch, and dinner at O'Lean's?
Oh my! You know by O'Lean's. You already know he can get that Barack Obama breakfast and make it happen.
Nah, he come to Jackson State, man. We get here probably about We'll probably get him $1,000 and a staff burger deal.
But yeah, he go there, he gotta drink the water. Nobody wants to drink that water.
Man, come on now. We not just go there. No, don't do that.
I did.
Hold on. See, because I got to do this every time, and y'all get mad at me when I do it, but I have to. It don't make no sense. Like, why we can't just play nice? What is going on? Anyway, oh man. So again, there's that Nico situation is a whole, like, that's small in comparison to everything that's going on. Like, you have attorneys for the NCAA saying, yeah, Judge, I know you want us to make an adjustment for that roster limit, but we're not doing that. You know that
it'll be too late for it to do. It'll be a whole mix up.
The reason they're saying that is because if you have roster limits and you have a bunch of people jump into the portal, you essentially have what you have now, which is the free market doing it. But they want to be able to artificially do it where, listen, these rosters a lot. You jump in the portal, you're not going to have no space. So unless your agent already has you a deal signed, which I'm sure is going to be against the rules, good luck. The judge not going for that, and she done pretty much told him. But shout out to the parody account that shot me the video of the attorney telling the judge, I know this is what you want, but it's too late in the process. I mean, I don't know. It ain't. Hey, Nets in the house. How you, like, where that work at? Like, it's the audacity. If that video is real of them in front of the judge, it's the audacity. You just gonna tell the judge when she done told you. Y'all done went back to the drawing board, and you gonna tell the judge, all right, I already seen this movie. I know how this gonna go. But again, it's this. There is no simple solution, and the reason there's no simple solution is because back in the day, you had this was the running back room on a national championship team at Florida State. You had Rock Preston, Tiger McMillan, and Warwick Dunn, and they couldn't leave.
I mean, but like, would you want them to? Like, is this the whole point? Is this the whole point?
As a fan, no, I didn't want them to leave. But if I'm a player and I have artificial restrictions on me from blossoming, like Rock Preston by himself
was a dog.
Could have went to any school and ran. He could have went to any Big 12 school back then and ran for 1,000 yards.
Hey, but remember the Big 12.
I mean, that's not
up until 1990.
That's not saying a lot, though. That's not really saying a lot.
But what I'm saying is that you potentially had 3 Heisman quality running backs in your backfield, and you can't separate yourself because you can't go anywhere.
I mean, but Bama did it for like 10 years.
Where are you trying to go?
But see, the thing is, it was only 2 ways you could go. You can only go now. You go JUCO. So you go JUCO, or you go to one at the time with 1AA.
Yeah,
but like, why transfer?
Because somebody's gonna get upset that they ain't getting no playing time.
Wait your turn.
Touches.
It wasn't no wait your turn.
Did we have this problem in Miami with Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, Clinton Portis?
Those dudes were stacked.
Davenport, all in the same backfield.
Those dudes were stacked. These dudes was, except for Warwick Dunn, these dudes was in the same classification.
So they all was like freshmen and sophomores at the time.
Somebody should have redshirted. You should have offset it. Whoever's the better player, they're the ones that's gonna play first, and then it's next man up. Like we've seen it in Alabama for years. You see it with Georgia. It's next man up. So like that whole excuse, oh, they couldn't transfer. I don't want to hear that shit. If you was good enough to be on the field, you would have been on the fucking field.
All three of these dudes was on the field. That's what I'm telling you.
Then what's the problem?
On the field.
You should have won.
Yeah, Rock Preston and Warwick Dunn shared. They I remember the time they shared carries.
Then what's the problem?
And then Tiger McMillan was the odd man out. That was he was the odd man out. He left. If I'm not mistaken. Am I right or not?
I think he eventually went down to 1AA.
Right.
I think
so. He was but like what TP saying like the way it should have been done was Tiger should have been redshirted. So that means that he can't go nowhere. Mm-hmm. Right? He should have been redshirted. Rock Preston and Warwick Dunn was already sharing carry duties. Barnum was your fullback, so he's not going to get a lot of carries and stuff like that, but he's going to get a lot of catches out of the backfield because y'all ran almost a pro style offense with Charlie Ward, and then you went to Danny Cannell at that time. So what we saying is that if you don't want these dudes to transfer, if you don't want them out, transfer them out, redshirt them. Like me and TP, we talk about this when Mac Brown took over the University of Texas. Mac Brown stockpiled the whole fucking football team with nothing but Texas dudes. He ain't had no really out-of-state dude on that team. He had it to where he redshirted folks. He had gray shirts.
Look, we had so many Texas players, we couldn't get Adrian Peterson.
We couldn't get Adrian Peterson.
There were so many backs on the roster, and Adrian Peterson wasn't heavily recruited. He was recruited. They was like, hey, you can come, but you might not start. He said, no, I want to go somewhere and play 4 years.
Could guess who was behind him? Guess who he would have been behind?
Benson.
He would have been behind Cedric Benson.
But that's my point. That's my point. You had back then, we are here because you had, and I love Bobby. Don't get me wrong. St. Bobby can't do no wrong with me, except you had coaches stockpiling talent to where the talent couldn't be like, okay, I'm gonna go to another Division I school and do my shot. They didn't. That's not happening. Now we are finally seeing the players actually benefiting from that. And on top of that, you got players whose jersey was being sold. I know a few Saturdays, Florida State sold jerseys $100,000 sold out.
Cedric Benson 32 sold out, bro.
And they gave that dude a per diem.
You get Cedric Benson sold out. Then who you turn to? You got it was Ramon Taylor and Selvin Young. So they share backfield duties. And then after that, you had Jamal Charles coming in from Beaumont. Like
Jamal Charles wasn't sharing carries with nobody.
He wasn't sharing carries. So he was the dude. But then too, guess what? Guess what? Quarterback. You had Chris Sims. After Major Applewhite was the QB. You had
Chris Sims,
Vince Young, and then Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy was sitting behind
his turn.
Colt McCoy was sitting behind Vince Young for 2 years.
I just want to
say
that.
And we still doing it today. We've had Arch Manning sitting for 2 years.
You pay Arch Manning millions
in the country, and he's
at the same time.
You pay Arch Manning millions to sit.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
It don't matter because if playing time is what's most important, he would have went somewhere else last year. Last year, if playing,
that's not the most important thing anymore. TP,
it's not to him because his family.
I was about to say, he already got money.
He already got money. It not even say your daddy got money. It's your uncles that got money. Your daddy is just
the Manning name because
the Manning name. You get money off of that. But your dad, his dad Cooper, really ain't got that kind of money. But I know he does a lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But at the
same time, like you got your granddaddy name is fucking Archie. You named that to your granddaddy. Your daddy is Cooper. Could have been one of the best wide receivers in college if he didn't have the neck injury. Your uncles are two of the best players in the SEC in Peyton
4
and
Super
Eli.
Bowl champions behind you.
So come on now.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and people need to understand like what Troy is saying, like the freedom of movement. What we have seen is the demonopolization of college sports.
Football. Yeah,
college sports in general.
Yeah.
The demonopolization. Now these schools can't just hoard talent because you either got to pay them or you got to play them. You got to do one of the two. That's your options. You pay either pay them to sit or you let them walk.
The only thing that you don't see, the only way you don't see it in college sports is in college baseball. Because why? If you good enough, your ass gonna get drafted by the MLB.
Yeah.
They have like 77 draft. They have 77 rounds. Like you gonna go somewhere. You can work your way up from AAA, and if you good enough, you're gonna be playing major.
You're gonna be playing Major League Baseball.
That's just
like
how they should work.
Look at David Price. As an example, he went to Vanderbilt. How many years he started at Vanderbilt? He was at Vanderbilt 3 years.
3 years. He was at 3 years.
He was 3 years. He didn't even opt to finish his senior year. The man got drafted. Why?
By the Rays.
By the Rays. Why? Because he had a fucking fastball that was in the upper 90s, and he had a breaking ball that broke down on you when it gets to the plate, and he was that good. It was
I give you another example. Jeff Samardzija, right? He played 1 year in college baseball, got drafted, finished his football career, and then went to go play baseball
with the Chicago Cubs.
Hey, you know
who does that?
Again, we're gonna get
Chris. I say it like this: Chris Young, back in the day, Chris Young was a basketball player. He went to Highland Park, 6'9" postman, played at Princeton, but guess what? He got drafted in the Major League Baseball system because he was a
Kyler
pitcher.
Murray decided right now he was gonna go play Major League Baseball, he would probably be top 5 in steals.
Mm-hmm. If Russell Wilson would not have went into football, he definitely was gonna be a all-star shortstop, not shortstop, but third baseman.
Yeah, because that's what he did at NC State. A lot of people don't know about Russell Wilson's early career. They only saw the Wisconsin and then in Seattle. But I saw him when he was at NC State, and he played baseball and football. And he was a beast at both.
And he couldn't do it at Wisconsin because Wisconsin didn't want him to play baseball. They wanted him to play football. And he still got drafted. He still got drafted by the Rangers.
Right. I was gonna say, he
still got drafted.
So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get more into this on Thursday. We're definitely gonna dig in more than this on Thursday because this just took over the news cycle. It absolutely took over the news cycle. I'm gonna hold
get into it because I ain't got too much time. I gotta actually get ready. I'm ready for work. I just gotta leave, catch my bus and stuff.
Well, I was gonna jump in the fact that with the changes that the Suns and the Pelicans have made, are they the worst teams in the NBA for the last 5 years?
I'm gonna say it like this: with the Pelicans, David Griffin, when he was the head man of basketball operations with the Pelicans, he tried to recreate that magic that he had when he was with Cleveland, except for the fact you don't have a LeBron James. All right. It is not his fault that his star player, Anthony Davis, when he first got there, wanted to go ahead and get traded. He wanted to trade. He wanted out of there. Even with him bringing Boogie Cousins in for that brief moment, he still wanted out of there. All right. Now you're void of not having a superstar. Thought Brandon Ingram was going to beat that player. He could have been that player, but it didn't turn out. I mean, he did, once he got out of the shadow of the Lakers with LeBron, he did become a 20-point scorer with the Pelicans. Now you go ahead and you draft a phenom in Zion Williamson. Guess what? He has not panned out because he only played 40% of the games that he's played in since he's been a Pelican. Why? Because of injury. Why? Because he did not take care of his body as you're supposed to if you are the franchise player. Now, on the hand of the Phoenix Suns, here's the thing. You traded for Bradley Beal, which with Bradley Beal comes with a damn no trade clause. Bradley Beal, yes, he became an all-star. He became all NBA and everything. That put him up in that Supermax clause. And where with the Supermax clause, you get a no trade clause. Guess what? That no trade clause follows him everywhere. So if he wants to, if you trying to trade him and he says, I don't want to be traded, I want y'all to still pay me this money. That's on him. That is on him. You are handicapping the team because of the simple fact you had this clause. You really didn't deserve the no trade clause because to me, you're not the superstar like Kevin Durant, like a LeBron James, like even a Luka, even a Luka Doncic, you know what I'm saying? Like players like that deserve a no trade clause. You know what I'm saying? And if it's for the benefit of the team, they be like, look, okay, we just gonna, for the benefit of the team, if it's cost saving measure, okay, cool. I understand where you're coming from. But Bradley Beal, it took hell on wheels to try to get Bradley Beal out of DC.
Because nobody with sense wanted that contract. And here's my thing. And if this is true, like you can't tell me nothing about a boot skin. The coach went to him, Budenholzer went to him and said, hey, I need you to play more like Drew Holiday. And that became an issue. You mean the world champion Drew Holiday? That's a problem for you?
He wanted him to play defense?
Yeah.
Bradley Beal don't play defense. He's a scorer.
Again, boot skin things.
But he used to score the ball.
He scored the ball, but he doesn't play defense. He's a liability on defense. And here's the thing: you with Phoenix, you hire Monty Williams. Monty Williams was supposed to be the one that, in reality, Monty Williams was supposed to be the one that got the Oklahoma City job. That was supposed to be his job right there. But we all knew what happened with with his wife and everything. And what can you do? I mean, what can you do? You trying to appease KD and Devin Booker, and then you fire him. You get Frank Vogel, who's a NBA champion coach. Try to teach the team. You try to get the team to play defense. You fire him. Then you get Budenholzer, who's another NBA champion coach. And he's trying to implement his system, which is pretty much the San Antonio way, because that's what it is. He's a Greg Popovich disciple. And you fire him. So, to me, it ain't on the coaches. It's on the players and it's on the GM. The GM is James Jones. He's what is James Jones? He's an ibis to you.
I know exactly what he is. And my whole thing is, listen, if you have a cancer in your organization, DK, I want you to be able to exercise that cancer so you can be successful. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah. But I mean, there's been other teams that got it too, though. just in different ways.
Yeah. So, and this is, and let's be clear. Philadelphia fooled us
with Nick Nurse,
with all of it from the time they hollered about the trust the process up to now. They fooled us. They had us fooled. We thought at some point they was gonna break through. They are never gonna break through. And I hate to be the never say never guy, but nothing they've shown us to say, hey, it's gonna break through. They had Doc. Doc is now in Milwaukee. Like, the coaches don't work out.
When Doc ain't supposed to be there. Guess who's supposed to be there? Adrian Griffin is supposed to be there. He's supposed to be the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. That man was damn near 20 games over 500, and you get rid of him? Man, come on now, bro. Doc Rivers has not gotten out of the first fucking round really since his Clipper days as a head coach.
I guess I don't want to be that guy that beat up on Doc.
No, we don't be that guy to beat up on Doc because he don't deserve to be the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. That's supposed to be Adrian Griffin.
He has more 3-1 lead exits from the playoffs than anybody.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Come on now, bro. Now it's unfortunate that you're not gonna get Dame because of the blood clots that he has right there. It is unfortunate. That's something that you don't play with. We've seen it with Chris Bosh. We've seen it with now. We've seen it now with Wembanyama and stuff like that. It ain't to play with. I understand that. Get better, Dame. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put out an album because I'm gonna listen to that shit anyway. But at the same time, Doc Rivers is not supposed to be the head coach of that team. And if Giannis was you the superstar, Giannis, you the superstar, and you came back into what this coach is trying to do, and y'all playing good ass team basketball, and you gonna do what you do, you gonna get your 30 and you're gonna get your 30 points and 13, 14 rebounds a game and 2 blocks a game. Come on now, man. I don't want to hear that. Like, I can't get it to the coach. Bro, it's you. You don't want to, if you're being lazy and not wanting to adjust. That's life. When you have kids, nigga, when you have kids, that first child coming to into your household, when they are infant, they born and stuff like that, it ain't about you no more, bro. You got to adjust.
Well,
adjust.
Well, we it's about to get hectic in here because what I witnessed last night, the disrespect. But you know what? It's ball up top. It's time. Listen,
with the puff vest jacket on.
Listen, we watched that WNBA draft, and I watched the entire draft because I was looking for a specific player name to be called. Her name is Diamond Johnson. And I know Paige got drafted first, and yay, hurrah! Y'all
shout out to Buckets. She coming to the D.
I love the fact that she going to Dallas, but you mean to tell me that a young lady that was in the ACC, second team ACC, but was it third? I think she was second or third all ACC. Was projected then to be a second round WNBA draft pick. Went to Norfolk State, beat Arizona, beat 3 other mid-majors, ran the MEAC for 2 years straight, and didn't get her name called. Yeah. Come on, man.
What's so crazy is we saw Zay Green get drafted in the 3rd round, and she spent 1 year at Alabama. But the reason why she got drafted is because she started her career at Tennessee. She transferred to Texas A&M. Those 3 years at Pine Bluff, they didn't even look at that, and then they just looked at what she did at Alabama. They don't respect us. But I got to roll up out of here. Anybody if you want me to stay on longer, anybody want to send me some cash out so I can take an Uber? I could be at work at 10 o'clock. It's cash out tag is HBCU overdraft. Because I really don't want to leave right now.
You know what? We may end up doing another show because it's a lot going on this week. It's a lot going on this week, Doc. But all right, we definitely Thursday. Definitely, we might have a little bit longer show because Thursday
is still an issue because I still got to go to work Thursday night.
All right, we'll figure it out.
If I have a little bit of change, I'll stay on longer until it's time for me to roll out. But I know I got to catch this bus, man. I can't miss
all right.
Copy that.
We understand that.
But I'll probably check in while I'm on the bus. Shit.
All right.
Copy that. See you later.
But getting to the WNBA draft, it was a good production. I think just like last year, this year's young ladies understand the marketing portion of what they need to do. They understand that they have an image and a brand, and they look like it. Shout out to Russ coming up with fashion and looks. Shout out to Russ. I didn't expect Russell Westbrook to be doing that, but he doing the fashion thing for the WNBA players. So shout out to Russ. And his page going to Dallas. And Dallas had a few picks. EB apparently gets her wish. She gets a bunch of players that at least 1 or 2 of them should have went to Vegas. But the hate on Vegas with the WNBA is still real. Taking draft picks and whatnot. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. But, when Jamal tap in, we'll get into more of that. Real quick, my Tampa Bay Lightning are beating that team from Sunrise. Oh, wait. That game. It is 4-1 Lightning. Also, shout out to that couple that came to Tampa for their honeymoon from Japan and was at the Lightning match. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to the city. Hope you have an amazing time. Make some babies and enjoy. Enjoy yourself. But DK, it's the playing game.
Yeah, man. My Orlando Magic.
I'm about okay. So
that's it. I'm claiming them. I'm sick of the Suns. Don't piss me off, man. And that's your other point on, like, you were saying these two teams. I would like to argue that over the last 5 years that, like, the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards, those two teams over the last 5 years have been absolutely atrocious with zero direction, which is crazy because, like, the Brooklyn Nets, like, if you look at the lineups on paper that they put out the last 5 years, you're looking at them like, I guess you're trying to tank, right? They're winning games still, so their logic to me doesn't make any sense. They have all the draft capital. They put themselves in a position to be in the lottery at the very least in the over the last 5 years. But they still haven't done anything. They haven't really put their team in a direction to where they want to be younger or develop any talent, but they're still trying to win. It doesn't make any sense. They do got the draft capital though. They got that. But like they had contracts of Ben Simmons and they like re-signed Nick Claxton and gave him $100 million. There was a couple of weird decisions. I'm like, what are they doing? I'm just kind of handing money out.
The Brooklyn Nets at one time, I'm sorry, at that time they were the New Jersey Nets. The New Jersey Nets had Dr. J. Their best run was when Byron Scott was their basketball coach. That was their best run. Jason Kidd was the point guard.
Oh, yeah, with Kenyon.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson, like that. There will never be that ever again. And it's just
Yeah.
Basketball people, like the one thing about the NBA is like it's some dudes and it's just some average NBA front office people. And the dudes, and I don't care what people say about Pat Riley. Pat Riley could be 102 years old. He gonna figure out a way to remain competitive. And since LeBron left, he's been to 2 NBA finals with squads that just, let's be honest, talent-wise, should not have been there.
Yep.
So the dudes that can actually run front offices run the NBA. Like it's amazed me for years why anybody would pick up the phone when Danny Ainge called. No, Danny Ainge can't call me. I'm not giving you 30 draft picks. No.
Blocking your number.
For real.
Blocking.
Call my house one more time. It's gonna be a problem. Like, no, you're not getting nothing. But those are the guys that move.
You can't be mad at them for trying to build this team the right way.
I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the teams that do the trades. That's what I'm mad at. Like, there's no way. Like, I wish the Knicks would answer his phone call. Y'all gonna have to call security.
I wish I would.
It's just it don't make no sense. The trades that have happened. Well, as we dig into these play-in games, Orlando. What was that? Orlando and Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta done fought back. This game ain't over.
They did, but they like you. What was you gonna say about the game?
It ain't over.
Oh, it's been shitty though. It's been a very bad brand of basketball, and Twitter's reflective of it. I don't really like to.
22% from 3. Jesus.
Right, you see that. It's bad basketball. Very bad basketball on both ends for both teams. So,
So I will give them this, right? Of the 64 shots they've taken, only 18 from Atlanta is from 3. Now, as I look at the Orlando Magic, who is shooting 21% from 3, they've taken 28 threes and made 6.
You see this?
And how
20% from the 3-point line, bro.
Atlanta should be winning this game. They're shooting 68% from the free throw.
Oh, y'all not Steph Curry. Stop it. This is ridiculous.
Oh my God. Like,
making me mad.
And hey, all y'all people that keep telling me Powell is a superstar. Let's talk about your superstar, shall we? The Dookie. He is 2 of 11.
This is not a Duke problem.
0 of 3.
Because if this was Tatum, this would not be happening. So I don't want to hear Duke nothing.
I'm just he at least he's a +1 in the plus minus area.
Yeah, because they winning. He lucky.
I mean, Wendell Carter Jr. is probably the only thing that's keeping them afloat right now. Because his 14 points, him and
I mean, that's between both teams, though. The scoring is like kind of spread out, really. Spread out in a very bad way because most of the guys have been inefficient tonight.
I mean, Trae Young ain't terrible. He's 7 of 17.
He started real slow.
Yeah.
He had a bad first quarter and a half.
Yeah.
And then he finally started getting it going. He had a goaltending that went his way, and then he started dropping dimes, started scoring.
Yeah.
Couple free throws. He had to just see the ball go through the hoop. But he up to 22 points now.
24 now.
24 now? Yeah. So he found a little bit of a stride, which was needed because they were about to get blown the fuck out.
Yeah, it was looking dark. Because it was 61-47 at halftime, and then and now it ain't looking too good because they just
ran off again.
Yeah, they just ran.
Well, basketball is a game of streaks.
Yeah, game of runs.
Well, running like Trae Young hairline, but Jesus. I mean, it is what it is. In local news, in baseball, the Rays are getting mollywopped by the Boston Red Sox 7-2.
Oh, you want to know a fun fact about that game? I got two things. One, Red Sox need to get back for yesterday. I know this is a basketball podcast, but they lost. The Rays beat them 16-1 yesterday. But yeah, so they need to get back. That was uncalled for. Crazy fact: the Rays have yet to win a game on April 15th in 15 years. Or 14. Today would be 15.
Wow.
Crazy fact.
So the Rays are 500. Shout out to them for being 500.
They still stink, though.
Yeah, 8-8 ain't like 8-8 ain't nothing to write home about, like at all. But they're 500. The Yankees slightly above 500, 9-7. This whole division, so Stu. Like, I know we ain't cool. I know you probably want to fight me when you see me, but Stu Sternberg, sell the team, man.
Yeah.
Sell the team. Like, I did all that to say 17. That's why I did all that. That's my bad. I did all that to say 17. So the next game up is this Memphis Grizzlies game. And I want to be fair. I do want to be fair. You know what? There is nothing about the Memphis Grizzlies that make me think they're gonna win this series.
It's only one game.
Exactly. I don't think they're gonna win.
The only thing is Steph and Jimmy are both hurt. Steph has a crazy big rack that's on his shooting thumb, which I guess it didn't mean anything because in the last game that he played, he had like whatever 30, 20 something. He went off. The thing was Steph Curry went off with the wrap on his hand. So, but Jimmy Butler, he also got hurt in that last game too with the thigh injury. So how healthy is that guy? The Grizzlies are fully outside of their backup center, they're fully healthy. So that's a big injury though, because he's their defensive center if Zach Edey isn't on the floor. If they don't want to really play Zach Edey like that. So that could be a little troublesome. So because then if Jaren gets into foul trouble, then they're kind of cooked. That kind of happened towards the end of the year. Zach Edey and Jaren were in foul trouble. They didn't have another big man. So if that happens, but they're playing the Warriors with no big man. So this could get
they fire their coach.
Yeah,
they were outside the play-in game. You fire your coach, and you fall to the play-in, and everybody who is on Twitter is telling me, "Oh, but Zach Edey is playing so well."
He is. He is.
I'm gonna keep saying this until he proves me otherwise. Zach Edey is the Zoolander of NBA basketball. He got one move. That's it.
That's all he needs. He's 7'4". Put your arm up and put it in the basket. What are we talking?
But he ain't putting it in the basket. That's
yes,
the
he
problem.
did. Look at his numbers. He's been efficient. He wouldn't be on the NBA court if he wasn't efficient. He's running the floor.
I'm not saying he's a hold on. Let's
playing
be clear.
Defense.
Let's be clear.
That's all you need.
I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm not. So
because they had somebody that was that tall before. I know you know the guy. He was picked up.
Greg Ostertag was
no. Or Ostertag was better than the guy I'm talking about.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Hold
on. The beat.
we just wow.
We want to talk about traffic cones. Bruh.
He is not that.
Bruh. He was the most traffic cone of all the traffic cones.
Blocking shots all type of crazy in college, come to the NBA and he would fold it like a lawn chair.
All right, so I'm pulling up Edey numbers. He's averaging 9.2 points, 8.3 points again. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, since they fired the head coach, he's averaging like 10 and 10. He's averaging the double doubles, right? So again, my problem is that you're averaging these numbers as y'all are falling into the play-in. Like you weren't getting better, or I'm sorry, your getting better didn't make the team better. Yeah, and not only that, but can we talk about JJ? JJ has got to be better for the team. His production has got to translate into wins, and it's not. And if I'm gonna trash JJ, all the little grenade throwing, all the little doing anything to get around the NBA warning, that's cute. You in the play-in. At one point, before you start losing your mind, you was gonna be the face of the NBA. We have not seen someone like this since Allen Iverson. And it's being squandered, man. Squandered.
It is squandered.
It's just, do he just need to get out of Memphis?
It might be that.
Is he eligible for the Supermax? I don't know if he's eligible for the Supermax.
I don't think so.
He signed a 5-year, 197. Yeah, so he didn't get the Supermax. Yeah, so he's making $36 million. That just sounds crazy. Oh, he didn't get the Supermax. He making $36 million a season. You know what? He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Can we just not like the antics? And at some point, I want y'all to stop being friends and start, for lack of a better term, shooting at Steph Curry. Yeah, I know it's crazy. I was lambasting him for the shooting justice and then just say shooting Steph Curry. But at some point, somebody got to listen. Somebody got to knock the old man off. He can't
all I'm gonna say is my Rockets when the Warriors come to town, because they probably gonna beat the Grizzlies. Keep your mouth closed, Dylan Brooks. Like last time you got the talking shit to Draymond Green and Stephen Curry, your team got mocked. Dylan Brooks, you got one job. Shut the fuck up.
Oh God.
One job. Shut the fuck up. Just shut
man.
all the way.
Shut all the way.
Because it's come on, man. Come on.
Can we just play basketball? Like, say the talk. Like you say, go at Curry. Yes, go at Curry. I want to see ankles on the ground. I want to see Draymond getting bullied. I want to see. I forget the other kid name. They got a guard that's pretty good. I want to see him get locked the fuck up.
Pop Jones.
I can't pronounce his name, but he's really good. I watched him play this year. He does a lot of things to complement Steph Curry. We gotta just play our game and shut the fuck up. We ain't been here in a while. Act like you ain't been here in a while and go out there and take care of business. Because we remember what those 20-win, 16-win seasons felt like the last couple of years. And we finally got to 500 last year, and now we back at 50 wins. Shut up. Play basketball. It's what we've been doing all year. I'm not saying I'm not saying that that's gonna be a problem. I'm hoping that it doesn't become one.
Y'all know, I go Jamal. Y'all know, like we have some very serious topics on here, and from time to time, I look down at my phone to see if it's some breaking news. Because sometimes we have breaking news. I don't know what to call this, but we'll call. You know what? We'll call this breaking news. This is definitely ball up top. Harriet Dart apologizes for requesting opponent put deodorant on.
You must be, boy. You stink.
Wait, why is that a bad thing? Why?
Hey, you stink, fam.
Right, like
Britain's Harriet Dart apologized for saying her opponent, Frances Louise Beyonson, smells really bad during her comprehensive defeat at the Rowan Open on Tuesday. During the second set changeover, Dart, who lost... So you lost it, said this? Who lost 6-3 was captured on the broadcast asking the umpire to tell Bosson to use deodorant.
Oh,
and you asked her to put on deodorant, and she mocked you. That's why she mocked you.
Nah,
fucking crazy.
See, that's
I'm not fighting a busted motherfucker either, so I'm on her side.
But like this is tennis though. Like this is not like basketball. The only time you're gonna smell the person is when you walk past them.
Wait, this tennis?
It was tennis?
Yes, this is tennis. That's my problem.
Nah.
Like
that's just so she lost.
You got mocked, and you mad. That's what that is.
Wait. So she lost and then said the girl stink.
No, this was doing the changeover because after a set you change, right? So during the changeover, she said, "Can you tell her to go put on some deodorant?"
Boy, if you smell that during the changeover, that lady was right. Goddamn.
You could have smelled that in the audience.
They might have, but didn't know what it was.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably was just being petty. This just sounds like
she was being petty. Yeah.
That sounds like a little bit of pettiness, But for somebody who is king petty, I will accept these transactions.
Yeah. But like, that's why I beat you. Well, that's why you need to buy some secret.
Cause look, I playing football. Hey, you stink, bro. Like, bro, come on, baby.
right, but like
in basketball,
I'm saying it to that person. I'm not saying it to an umpire or a ref. Like, hey, yo, bro, this dude stinks over here. Shut up. Like, the ref don't need to know that. Like, am I bugging or?
I play basketball, and I've had to guard my fair share of Mersky people. It
Right.
is not fun. It is not fun at all.
Not
But please,
mercy.
please believe I am cracking on you. You either gonna
Oh
want
my
to fight
god.
or you about to miss every shot you take because I'm not doing it. I told my coach one time somebody state, and she just looked at me like, "You've got to be. I'm for real. Like you go over there. It's bad."
All right, man. You know what? Here go another one. This is definitely ball up top. This is definitely ball up top. Mavs GM Nico Harrison has no regrets about the Luka trade.
He
Of
what?
course he don't. Of course he doesn't. Why would he?
Why would he?
I just,
He'd be
I would.
fired tomorrow if he did.
I
I
think some.
mean, instead of just hiring a dietitian to get the man and show weight standards you traded,
I
and now he
just.
about to kick your teeth in.
All I know
Yup.
is
Yup.
And the Lakers are probably going to win number 18 because you stupid.
Yup.
ooh, that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
I don't feel like that's a hot take. Who the hell gonna beat them right now? Joker done got hit. They got everybody fired for no fucking reason. The Sacramento Kings ain't gonna beat them. Golden State can't stay healthy. Who
Thunder.
gonna beat them?
Oh man,
Thunder about the only chance that the West got.
the Thunder.
The
I
Thunder
won't.
so young. The Thunder are so young that they probably didn't even know what basketball was when LeBron James got drafted.
They wasn't alive.
Yeah, hello. Somebody on that team was born in 2007.
I don't. At
Yeah,
some
I'm
point,
late, so
Damn.
now I got now it's rapid fire.
Wow, that's
And I
crazy.
and I and I gotta drive a whole nother county.
oh wow. Oh man, listen. Shout out,
That's actually crazy.
shout out to OKC. I'm gonna say this, and it's not disrespect. As long as y'all got Chet on your squad, I'm not gonna have faith until he step up and do the right thing and not take a charge from LeBron.
What? What do you mean?
He
That was
missed.
a whole 2 year. You're talking about something that
I ain't
happened
letting it
2
go.
years.
I ain't letting it go.
Yo, he's got
Letting it go.
copious amounts of double doubles. He was second. He would have been rookie of the year had Wemby not existed in this world. Like, what are we talking about, man?
Listen,
Come
that
on.
man has no
Don't let that
respect.
go.
He has no respect for his own personal safety. None. Like, there are people who get paid to stop people from dunking the basketball. Them people move out the way when LeBron James come through.
Not Gobert. He stands there and gets punched on.
Right.
I mean, he from France. Like,
Now we talk about a man's nationality.
you know what? This for me. This
Lord.
is for me. This
Lord.
you know what?
Now we're gonna blame it on the nationality.
You know what? This is for me.
Nah, you did it. You
This for me.
said it.
I'm just but yeah, no, that
I like how you
series,
added that corporate facility at the end of that.
Right. Right. He just slid
He,
that
he,
in.
look, he got it off the screen quick, like we ain't see it.
Like,
but no, the concerns that I have with OKC, yes, they're young, and as I said, Chet is stupid, but they do have some players that can put the ball in the hole, so it's gonna be interesting. My New York Knicks, can you fire the coach minutes before the playoff game?
no.
Minutes before.
I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to keep. I already got health issues. I'm trying to make blood pressure not one of them health issues. That's all. Because
but it's too damn bad.
If I see another box score where 6 players have played 40 minutes and it's 4 DNP coaches' decisions, the level of this can't be sustainable.
He don't trust his bench.
He's done that everywhere.
Look,
everywhere.
I'm not here to argue the particulars.
Like,
I'm just stating what I see. And he don't trust his bench. This is where we are. He don't trust the bench. He don't think they can get it done. And he might not be wrong. But again, you assembled the team. So
here's the thing, right? Contrary to what other people say, I believe the Knicks can beat Detroit. Right? That while they are concerning, they should not have a problem beating Detroit. For some reason, like Karl Anthony Towns is averaging. Let me tell you something. This dude is averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. The only person averaging a block a game is Marcus Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, I'm sorry. He's averaging a block a game. Again, not this series, but going forward, I'm concerned. Like,
what's your biggest concern? Is it the
OG Anunoby?
Oh,
why? For what? Did you not see him play that? Like, what was it? The last week of the season or the week before last week of the season?
Man.
He was going off. He was having 30 games.
I saw Jason Tatum cook him. Absolutely cook him to send it to overtime.
Well, down 19, that game's over with, by the way.
My thing is, like, that was one. They don't ever beat the Celtics. They at least got close that game. They only lost by 2.
That moral victory thing.
No, well, what I'm saying is don't blame OG for that one loss when you've had other bad losses versus that same team where nobody played good, not just OG. Ain't nobody played good in them games. So
I seen a game where Josh Hart played so bad one game. I was thinking about suiting up. He played so bad. Like,
yeah, you ain't giving him nothing,
but he does that. He will get a triple double and turn around and have the yips and miss everything. And I like Josh. I think he's a solid ball player. He is averaging. Hold on, he averaging 14 points versus the Detroit Pistons. That 33% from 3 is a little scary, but from 3. But 14 points, I'll take it. I will take it. But and Mikal Bridges, dog, you need to be averaging 22 points. Here come Doc. You need to be averaging 22 points in this series.
I'm back. What we talking about now?
Wow.
My New York Knicks
got ejected just now. That's what we talking about.
Well, y'all need Jesus to get out of the first round.
we fine against the Detroit Pistons. We fine.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
sure about
that's what I'm
that?
saying, Doc. That's what I'm trying to
You
tell
sure
them.
about
Like,
that?
Yeah, I'm not. They are a concern, but I'm not overly panicked by it. The next round, yeah, I'm kind of panicked because my head coach can't think past go. But
he might
against
not get
Detroit,
past go today.
Do y'all
Detroit,
have anybody to stop Cade Cunningham? Answer that question. I don't think
so
y'all.
I was gonna say
Nobody.
Josh Hart.
No, he has to guard the 4. Whoever the 4 is, he got to guard them.
If Josh Hart is guarding the 4, we in trouble. Because Bridges has not played well on defense as of late, which is why OG Anunoby was on Jason Tatum.
What's their lineup? It's Durant, Tobias, Cade.
Do you have anybody to get guard Jalen Duran?
Yeah, well, I mean, Cat's gonna have to figure it out.
Listen, I'm not worried about the paint as long as we can keep Mitchell Robinson under 29 minutes. I'm cool with our defense. But if Mitchell Robinson is playing over 30 minutes, I'm concerned. Not for this round, for the next round. He's 2 years back-to-back injuries. I don't want him playing a lot till we get to the Eastern Conference Finals. And again, this all depends on my coach.
We talking about Tia.
Because if I see 6 players with 35, 38 minutes and 2 players with 3,
them guys are tired, boss.
How you sneak into Madison Square Garden? That's all I need to know. Tell me how to sneak into Madison Square Garden.
But that's what's going to happen, though. He's going to play his starters 35, 40 minutes.
Listen, if we lose the first round, I'm going to talk the same way about Tibbs as I talk about that dude in Tallahassee. And he will have earned all the vitriol. Because it is 2 coaches that are on the market who have won NBA titles. Now, one probably ain't going to take the job because $10 million a year for the next 4 years, I ain't working nowhere. I'm in the Turks and Caicos every day fishing. Don't call me. Hey, I think we got a job for you. No, you don't. Jordan comes back. Oh, he ain't? No, you don't. I'm going to catch this tilapia and keep it moving. like 10 million. DK, y'all gave y'all coach $10 million to go home. To go home.
To Mike. I don't.
10.
So it seems like that we're gonna just blow it up is what it sounds like, and we should because it just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense that you gave him all that money. Don't want him to come back. And
also, one more. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and then we're gonna get rid of KD. So,
also, yeah, real quick, whoever's putting out that Dallas Mavericks lie that they losing money, stop it. The TV deal ensures that they don't ever lose money, ever.
Mark Cuban set them up for success for a long time before he sold the team.
I told telling people they thinking that we losing money because we try to lose them. We not losing money. That arena is still selling out. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care these folks in their feelings. Yes, I was in my feelings at first, but at the same time, this is a business.
Nobody offers you a refund if they're not sure they can make up that money. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. But again, this is the world we live in. Say anything and people believe anything. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, real quick, and then we'll be right back because it is what it is. Don't start, that won't be nothing. Speaking of Twitter beefs, So before the new year, I was awakened to Florida State news that I had not expected. 6 former Florida State basketball players decided to sue Leonard Hamilton because of missed NIL payments. And at first, I didn't know how to respond because I didn't have all the information. So shout out to Fries No Slaw, TJ Pinger. His podcast has had attorney Rohan on and explained all of the facts of the case. I don't care about who wins the case, who's right or wrong. What I care about is that there are coaches, the head coach, one of them, sending text messages about payments to players from the NIL collective. Wait for it. Fucking Rising Spear. For those who don't know, Rising Spear has been suspended from doing business with Florida State for the last year. I might have broke up, so let me say that again. Rising Spear has been suspended from doing business with Florida State for the last year. Apparently, Rising Spear was supposed to pay each of these players $250,000. Again, I want to start off by saying, fuck Rising Spear, their CEO, and everything he stands for. I hope he stub his toe every morning at 3 a.m. when he wake up. That's how I feel. Man, I love Jen. Jen is absolutely hilarious in that clip. Yeah, so I ran that clip for a reason. And it is this portal. As I said earlier, I'm watching the portal news. First off, for the players that are paying for portal news outlets to advertise you more, be careful. It could turn into a usury situation. You just paying for stuff that you in the portal, these coaches know you out there. Keep communication open. Mm-hmm. If you don't take an offer, make sure you communicate with that organization that you're not taking an offer, you're taking another offer. Keep everything cordial because you don't want to burn the bridges. You don't know what doors are going to open later on. So that's that. But I've noticed a trend. Kids that are leaving the SEC or the Big 10 or the Big 12 are transferring to the SEC, the Big 12, or the Big 10.
It's where the money is.
Exposure, yeah.
It's where the money is. It's where you can get your name out there.
Yeah, animation. So I think the biggest question this offseason that we never got an answer for was why did the quarterback from Georgia transfer to Miami? Why did he go down a tier? Like, I understand he got paid.
The quarterback from Georgia go to Miami?
Yeah.
It's talking about Carson Beck.
Yeah.
He get replaced, and he had a shitty year.
TP.
He just had surgery on his shoulder too.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. TP just brought up an excellent thing, and we don't normally do this on this show, but
the disrespect segment.
Uh-oh. You just so happy that he said downgrade and he mentioned them Ibis people. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted out of TP. So you couldn't win.
I did not know TP was gonna go there. I was talking about basketball. But since TP went there, I mean, it would be bad hosting of me not to explore this topic. It just would be bad. But apparently, the team who develops players and has so many in the transfer portal offered Carson Beck $4 million for one season of football. Also, Carson Beck, at the time, girlfriend was one of the pretty twins in Miami.
Oh.
But they're no longer together. But he stuck in Miami now. So you never really stuck in Miami.
Bro, I'm gonna say, is that being stuck? It's
not really stuck in Miami because apparently word on the street is that he was liking pictures from Instagram models and whatnot. But he in Miami. How you gonna be mad? You brought him to Miami. Like
he get ready for life after football.
He not on South Beach. He in Coral Gables.
and exactly. Now, if I'm being fair, Coral Gables from South Beach to Coral Gables is only like 22 minutes. Not a big drive. That being said, lady, understand you brought a man where not only did you bring him to the sand, you brought him to the beach too. So $4 million in Miami, everybody and their mama is going to be giving him pressure. You can be an average dude and be getting pressure in Miami. So,
and he got $4 million.
Again,
could have did that for Nico.
Again, before we go any further, the Orange Blossom Classic is in Miami. I am trying to get the whole podcast down. Miss Parker, we are going to keep TP safe. There will be no pressure around TP.
Miami? I can't swing that one, big dog. My wife knows what's in Miami.
Hey, I'll go to the place.
But it's gonna be all married people. It's gonna be all married people. It's gonna be an all white yacht party. She gonna come down and have fun. It's gonna be a good time.
Boy, ain't nothing in Miami.
He's like
open legs and ass and titties.
Doc, you're making it worse, Doc. Stop. Pull up, Doc. Pull up. We trying to broadcast down there.
You don't want me to pull up down there because my chick, she ain't got too much right now. Nope. You ain't about to have me on the damn. You ain't gonna have me on the stretcher, bro.
We posted our classic events, family events, all clean. Good, clean, wholesome fun.
Good, clean, wholesome fun.
So he says.
And that's coming from a Seminole who step over at FAMU.
Wow. So Jamal, you missed the fact that we are discussing trying to get the whole podcast down to the Orange Blossom Classic, and Doc has decided to make sure that TP won't make it by saying that there's nothing in Miami but open legs.
Why would you say such a thing?
Thank you. We have a good
Miami. Listen, I lived in Miami twice. Miami is a wholesome city. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Miami was on the first 48. Come on now, don't get me on there, bro.
No. So where the Orange Blossom Classic is and what first 48
Miami
is
Gardens.
two completely different parts of town. You don't even have to go to that part of town. If you go to that part of town, you looking for legs in trouble.
It's nothing in Miami Gardens, except when they have concerts like Jazz in the Garden. Hey, Jill Scott, what's up? It's me. It's your boy. But it's good, wholesome fun. I promise you. You go down, you have a great time. Absolutely.
It's amazing.
It's a wonderful time down there.
A time to be had.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like an all white yacht party is a wholesome. Ain't nobody acting up with all that white on. It's good, clean fun.
No, I mean, I used to get beat when we was kids by messing up all white. I'm still scared as an adult.
So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So while I've been on this podcast, right, SWAC baseball has been happening out of conference.
Yeah.
FAMU played UCF, lost. UCF is a way better talented team than their record shows.
But our ace of a pitcher that played today, he don't play.
No, he didn't. No, that's fine.
He don't play in the middle of the week. He only play on weekends.
But what we ain't finna do is I ain't finna have them people in Daytona shooting little veil shots while I'm on the podcast and think it's just gonna go over easy.
No, like I said before. Hey, they lucky they got a damn school. Don't start that shit.
Listen, I've been real cool. Y'all been talking about all this belt the behind stuff. It be the people hollering belt the ass that ain't won a belt. That be them.
You done got your teeth kicked in 37 times by every school in the SWAC, but you want to talk shit. Okay.
So I just like I said, put that ski mask away because we know it's Snagglepuss under the ski mask. We will see y'all on Friday.
Put them on.
Just it's gonna be heavens to Murgatroyd all weekend long. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And it's gonna be the first clip I put out to make sure. I don't just talk noise in silence. I make sure my noise be heard. All right. So while we got you on here, Jamal, the young lady who may be the first player in WNBA history to dunk on somebody in the game, we may get our first WNBA contact dunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she coming. She's on the way.
Hey, you know what? I enjoyed seeing Rakia Jackson tweet last night. Lord, don't let me be the first one to get dunked
on. So we was 3 of the 75K that like that tweet. All right, bet.
Oh, we absolutely were. Yeah, the shit was funny. I'm like, hey, you know what? Just stay out the way, sweetheart. If she go airborne, just walk around and look up. Don't even.
Hey, who? I didn't realize women was practicing that move, let alone completing the dunk. I was okay.
I mean, it's the evolution. Like a lot of us, like even when I'm 5'6", so I remember when they really started noticing that the average height for women was going up because you got multiple. Like I think even when I played with teammates where multiple of them were like 6'3" and up, and we were freshmen. Like how the fuck you already 6'3"?
My entire freshman team was over 6 foot, except me.
Right, except me and like 2 other people. Like how the fuck you already that damn tall? Like what is going on?
Florida State used to have tryouts for men to come scrimmage against the women's team. I'm 6'2". I was 6'2" at the time, 6'2" and a half. Why am I looking up at a young lady? Yeah, I'm straight. I mean, no.
And you know what? I am pro a boys high school team will be the WNBA All-Star team. I want every guy that say that to sign up because they have open tryouts. They literally have open tryouts for male practice players. I want all of y'all to go sign up, clear the waiver, tell your wife you might be out of work for a week, call your doctor in advance, and go try out.
Women are physical basketball players. I've seen it.
Just so you can get smoked. Like, I want to see it. Like, we already, like, you can, I can't even think of that young lady's name. Like, she just a regular person. Like, she posts her clips, like, she plays at the Y. If she sees the basket is going in and how mad dudes get at her, y'all about to be just infuriated all day because you're getting cooked by a girl.
First off, hold on. Let's just be honest for a second. if I see you in the street, I'm laughing at you because the first thing you should have did was kick her camera over. That should have been the first thing you did. It's not going to be no evidence of you just shooting in my face. No, we're not doing that. Like, no. But again, the evolution of women's basketball is here. I just wish the business of the evolution was here. Because before Paige even got drafted, we heard that she was going to be playing in Unrivaled, which is going to be, double her WNBA salary?
Yeah, her freshman salary, yeah.
So
you know what? Hey, while we talking about money, let's put the money in context, right? Because context matters when you talk about money. They made $75,000 for 4 months worth of work. They do not have to pay housing if they don't want to. They can get assigned to them if they don't want to. So
I think we lost Jamal.
it looks a little different. That is not me saying that it is enough, because it is absolutely not. But I also remember when they were fighting for $50,000 a season.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
And it's so crazy to me. It's not even as long.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think that they're not necessarily fighting for like this copious amount of money or this crazy amount of money that like the men are getting. They just asking to live. Let me live a little.
They're asking for points. If you want to hear it from the horse's mouth, I think Kelsey Plume was on Undisturbed. I think that's the name of it. And I said it before on this podcast, they're arguing for points because they don't get no TV royalties right now. And they don't even get a percentage point of like jersey sales. So that's also additional money that could put those rookie salaries at, the 6-figure mark, but they're not even getting them.
See, that's crazy.
Right. So like you have to look at the NBA, they get a TV share, they get percentages off of jersey sales, they get profit share. They get all of these things. So even if you're the lowest man on the team and you only making the veterans minimal, you're still getting paid on the back end with profit sharing and money from the TV deals. So even their salary looks different.
Right.
Hey, what's going on, Immaculate? How you doing? The one thing that I really like for the health of the WNBA, and I say this all the time, like, do we take women's sports seriously? And
no,
people get mad at me when I bring up Florida State and I say it's a resounding no. It's a resounding no. I can point out I can point out to one collector that has miserably failed Florida State and battles in, who is holding the line on football. I can't expect them to fund football and basketball. And the number, and I told y'all this when Ryden Spear was blocked from doing business with Florida State, the next month, the number of collectives that registered with the state of Florida was through the roof. Where they at? At some point, if we look at an athletic program holistically, women's sports has got to be a part of that. The SEC has shown us. Remember, they get money, which they call points, off of NCAA tournament appearances. We got money from an NCAA appearance, and yet our All-American is playing at South Carolina. We got a young lady drafted.
One young lady got drafted. In TikTok videos.
Like,
damn.
What are we doing?
Damn.
Bree Hall posted a video 2 weeks ago, and she was already in the video. She gone.
That's what I'm saying. So And for anybody that want to blame Coach Brooke Wyckoff is not the reason that happened. The reason that happened is the people who want to be important to the university. I want to say that exactly like that. The people who want to be important to the university, who create these collectives, have an opportunity to do the right thing. But I guess you can't pound your chest when you donate to the women's program. But yet, they will be quick to post women's softball in the national or in the World Series. Quick to post women's soccer winning the national championship. So when people ask me, like, how do we get fans to buy in the collectives? Look at a social media. And this may be different for HBCUs, but for Florida State, no. Let's look at your Twitter. If at any point in time you thumped your chest about what Florida State was doing and you ain't donate $5 to one of the collectives, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I got cancer. I'm dealing with all kinds of stuff. Let me go ahead and please understand. Do you know how long it took me to donate to Florida State Collective? If you know, you know.
Damn.
So it don't have to be. We get caught up in, oh well, I need to donate $25. No, donate $5. That ripple helps somebody else. Stop thinking that your donation don't matter. Your donation matters. It doesn't matter if it's to Fang Exchange, if it's to Battles In, whoever you want to donate to your collective, donate to the collective. Maybe you can't do a monthly commitment, but if you do $5 this week, $5 next week, $5 a week after that, and don't think of it as every week I got to give $5. Just, oh, you know what? Let me give this $5. Before you know it, at the end of the year, you just did $200, $300 because you ain't throwing $5 on a soda, candy. I got $5 because I got diabetes too. So the junk food I used to eat, I ain't eat no more. You know what? Here go $5. That's all you got to do. $5 at a time. You got people. I'm about to start some controversy, but it's okay. You have people listening to FAMU's 220 Club and using that as a rallying call for their collective. There is an arms race going on, and you are either in the arms race or you have surrendered. And that's where we are in athletics. It is a money arm race. And there are going to be teams that stay D1, and it's going to be teams that go D2. And again, I ask the question, are you taking athletics seriously?
Yeah.
But we're going to take another real quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Still,
what the hell is that on the screen? Did that shit say BCU donation fund?
We're going around the whole sweat, Marlo. The whole
Why
sweat.
in the fuck is it under my picture? What in the hell just happened? My bad, y'all. I
tell you what, Marlo will never hesitate to alienate a whole fan base.
There's only one Marlo.
Mm-hmm.
And he will actually try to act like he is the innocent one. Like I'm the bad guy. I am not.
I mean, that's not that bad of a stretch.
Does that say BCU donation fund?
I may ride my rivals, but Marlo shoot bullets. But yeah, again.
I mean, I hope that Booner Sooner wagon tips over every time they bring it out.
See.
I
wagon down.
As
I
my mama
remember when
told
y'all
me,
damn cow chased the damn bulldog from Georgia that year. That was funny.
Hey, you fuck around and find out.
Hey, bro, couldn't even get out the way fast. I ain't never seen a damn English bulldog move that fast.
If you fuck with the bull, you will get the horns.
real quick.
Sure.
So again, as by the time we get to video breakdowns, I'm fully expecting that Charlie Ward will be the head basketball coach to Florida A&M. Like I said before, this is it's not a definite, but it's in the works.
Absolutely. But hey, come on across the track, Charlie. The weather nice. We got your office picked. Hey, your office ready. You're gonna love it over here. I swear to God.
And again, as soon as the official announcement is made, I will reach out to try and get Charlie on the show. So again, stay tuned. It's gonna be interesting. This week, in your face, it's been a lot of talk about NIL collectives and all of that. It needs to also be said, and I normally don't do this, but parents, you need to be better informed. Taking your children to 7-on-7 travel baseball, travel basketball is not enough. If they are in high school and you anticipate, even if you don't anticipate, you need to be preparing yourself for what they face on the next level. You need to understand how recruiting works. You need to understand how collective works. You need to understand how agents work. These are things that are now your responsibility, well, has always been your responsibility, but they're your responsibilities now because you have a talented child that you're spending thousands of dollars on to participate in these activities to make sure that they don't make bad decisions, and even worse, that you don't push a bad decision. There is nothing worse in parenthood than living vicariously through our children, because we can fall victim to the very potholes that we are in place to prevent our children from falling into. Now, this isn't blaming parents. This isn't absolving parents either. You have a responsibility. We are in a new era of sport. It can be a very good thing for our children, or we can teach them horrible lessons by making horrible mistakes, by allowing our children to take out payday loans from the boot skins. So, my mantra to you is be better than the boot skins. Be better than the boot skins. DK, what you got for us this week?
Oh, man. Well, with the first playing game wrapped up, I'm happy for my Orlando Magic. It's quite unfortunate what happened to the Suns. It's looking like we're gonna blow it up, which sucks because he just paid Mike all that money this past off season to get this going. Didn't pan out. I really hope that this is signs of us just completely blowing it up, firing the coach, get rid of KD, and then just rebuild around Booker, I guess, or do you just start fresh without him too? Beal said he already doesn't want to leave, so where does that leave everything? If you could kind of come off of KD somehow and get some sort of assets, that'd be great. We'll see. But in the meantime, we have the rest of the NBA playoffs. I'm super excited for it. We have this 7-8 games that are going today, the 9-10s tomorrow. Hope my Kings can get it done versus whoever ends up losing this Grizzlies Warriors game. It should be fun. I'm fully expecting it to be Boston and Cavs on the East, Thunder and whoever. Thunder and whoever. It seems like it could be. I don't know if the Lakers are on the same side as them or what, but it seems like the Lakers are the only one that threatens them at all to me in the West at all. Everybody's either banged up, fired their coach, or just confused out there. So I'm just intrigued on what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks with NBA playoffs, but that's going to be my time this week, guys. I am out.
Jamal, what you got for us this week?
Y'all ready? To the 17 GMs of the WNBA that sat on their fat asses that did not draft Diamond Johnson, fuck you. Also to the 27 GMs that thought it was smart to not draft Deja T. Kelly, fuck you. And to the same ones that thought it was smart to draft Zay Green in the 3rd round, fuck you again. I've never seen an unserious draft like the one I watched last night. I've never seen a draft where the 2nd round has better players than the 1st round. Sanaya Fagan, Pow Pow, and Breezy Hall all go in the 2nd round. Georgia A. Moore is not a better point guard than Diamond Johnson. Caitlin Chen from the defending champion UConn, I think she averaged 2 points a game, and she gets drafted, but Diamond Johnson don't. I hope all gonna have a flat tire in the morning. But outside of that, NBA playoffs, I think I'm rolling with the Lakers. I don't see anybody beating them right now. Buddy in Dallas should be fired for trading Luka like that. That's insane. That is, I think when we look back on that trade 10 years from now, it's probably going to be one of the worst trades for a franchise to ever happen. Not the worst, just one of the worst. Yeah, I'm moving all over the place. Came home, my AC was out, so I'm still trying to make it make sense. But as always, slap a Nazi, crash the fuck out when people got you fucked up, and fuck Donald Trump. I'm Lord Jamal.
Hey, Doc, you with us?
I'll still with y'all, man.
What you got for us this week?
Other than starting a new position, working overnight, talk about some other stuff. Gonna be early in the day when I wake up. Talking about the WNBA draft, talk about the NFL draft, which is next week.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about why these fools want to retire Shador Travis number and not go ahead and retire the ones that actually won the national championship at Colorado. And to get into some more spring football, and the portal opens tomorrow for football. So that's pretty much all I got. Make sure you crash out on your kids. I'm like Jamal, fuck Donald Trump and all his cronies. Elon Musk is a retard, and that's it. I'm out of here. Peace.
I don't know. Sometimes I have to do this. All right, TP. Woo, what you got for us this week?
Well, in somber news, prayers to the Williams family. You know, a young man who had such a promising future. Life was cut short, tragically. You know, whether you understand any of the details that happened or you just like talking, 2 lives were lost. You know, the veteran who lost his life while allegedly Kyron Williams was driving recklessly, and what led into what happened with him taking his own life here recently. You know, we take life for granted at times where we feel like we're untouchable and we do things that we may regret later, or you don't think of the consequences of your actions until it's, you have to live with them. And unfortunately, he could live with some of the decisions that he made. Demons were being, and ultimately, a life was lost. Mental health needs to be taken seriously. I think a lot of times our young black kids, we don't talk about it, and we just expect them to be okay, even when they've done things that may put them in a bad situation. You got to have a support system. And you have to be that support system for the people around you, because you never know what somebody's battling. And even when you do know there's somebody's battling something, you have to be that helping hand. You have to be that shoulder they can lean on and the ear they can talk to. So take care of your people. You have to be somebody that, if you going through something, this isn't just you helping them. If you going through something, talk to somebody. Take your mental health seriously. 22 veterans a day take their own life. So I understand. And I've actually taught the class when it comes to, suicide prevention and just being there for your comrades, for your wingman. However you look at it, you got to be there for each other and take your own mental health seriously. If you're battling something and you don't know if you can go through it alone, you don't have to go through it alone. There's always somebody to talk to. But that's my time for the week. Again, prayers to both families. We'll be talking more about what's going on in the NFL. Draft is coming up, and the NBA playoffs is off to a fiery start. Shout out to the Magic. They won their play-in game. They will be the 7th seed. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this Warriors game tonight. Warriors Grizzlies. I think it tipped off about 40 minutes ago. So I'm about to go eat dinner and tune in. But thank y'all for watching Madness Podcast. I'll see y'all on Thursday.
I got everybody right. Did I get DK? I'm gonna make sure I got everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had a helicopter fly over. I was like, what's going on? Well, again, thank everybody for coming out. Thursday, big show on Thursday. Coach Bill, women's softball coach for Florida A&M, will be on the show. I'll make sure I get everyone on every platform a heads up. That show is coming. It is going to be a grand old time, and we will definitely get more into this portal, this NIL thing that's happening in college sports. So for myself, TP, DK, Lord Jamal, Dr. Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, we are out.